Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday night episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, tonight I'm here with my good friend Phil, and we're here at the Hare and the Hound pub in the centre of Brighton, right near the old fire station near Preston Park. Very fine pub, been here quite a few times. Phil's never been here though, so this is his first venture out to this part of old Brighton. As well as this being a prelude to Christmas, I'm also recording this episode for one of my colleagues at work, Molly. So happy birthday to Molly. This is dedicated to you. Very hard-working and dutiful and sort of dependable, and always sort of very always very enjoyable to work with, sort of duty manager. So happy birthday to Molly. And hope you have a great Christmas, as do I wish to everyone else as well. But
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and happy birthday. Now, today we're going to be looking at something I haven't looked at in a while, which is an ale. Now, Phil kind of pointed this out to me when we were going around the bar looking at what drink to have first. And we saw this, and it's called Pump Up the Jam, and it's by Tiny Rebel Brewery. And it's a jam donut flavoured pale ale. So, I mean, I was quite sort of intrigued by the concept of it, but like, what drew you to it when you sort of decided to pick it?
Well, mostly, to be honest, the label, the bright colours of the label were the first thing that caught my eye, because they reminded me very much of the Simpsons donut. And as I mentioned to you when we were in there, it reminds me of the Simpsons comic, where Moe, Barney, Homer, Leonard, and various others decide to make a business selling beer-flavoured donuts.
Yeah.
So that kind of drew me to it. And then I thought, this reminds me a little of the Brothers Toffee Apple or rhubarb and custard cider, which is unexpectedly good. So this is either going to be unexpectedly good or expectedly awful, like the strawberry gin that I had the bad experience with over on Ted's gaming channel.
Yeah, I'm sort of currently going through dissecting up the footage of that to upload in different parts.
Oh, was that in that episode that you haven't uploaded yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
But yeah, anyone who's subscribed to my gaming channel will know when you see it. But yeah, I've got the same feeling. Like, this could either be good, great, or just terrible. So yeah. I'm hoping it's the former. But as always, let's give it a sniff first and rate the smell. It does smell pretty good. It does actually smell like a jam donut.
It does, doesn't it? Yes. Yeah. Legitimately good smell.
Yeah, I'd sort of give the smell like at least like an 8 or an 8.25 out of 10.
I would go perhaps a little lower, because it does rather have the sort of faux smell of a potpourri of some description, like one might get at an old lady's house. But hey, you bring me on for my comedy value. I don't know what you expect.
Yeah, but you're kind of supposed to at least, if you do have a positive outlook on it, you're at least supposed to try and sell it a bit.
Okay, right. Well, I do have a positive outlook. There's a tagline for you. It reminds me of visiting my grandmother's house in Scotland.
Yeah,
so potpourri. And the smell of roses and sweet stuff. I
mean, to be fair, with novelty drinks like this, they can sometimes sort of smell a bit fake, but this actually does smell like a proper baked British jam donut. So I'm looking forward to it. And what would you give it out of 10 for the smell?
Out of 10, I would give it a 7. I would say.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, as always, bottoms up, and let's see what it tastes like. So,
what are your thoughts? First of all, you're the host here.
It doesn't taste like a jam donut.
No,
but it does taste like actual jelly. So it's got a very unique taste, and it doesn't taste bad at all. Like,
no, not at all.
I think it's a little bit disappointing in that I wish it had sort of like a bit of maybe a pastry-ish sort of like aftertaste to it. But then again, that's probably me being a bit overly hopeful for such a novel sort of idea for a drink. That being said, it does taste very nice. It's probably more, out of my categories, I say it probably fits into being a pre-drink, something to have with a couple with a mate over a chat, something to have by yourself for just a couple to decompress after a day at work. And it could maybe be a meal drink, but only probably with something like either donuts or cake or something like that. Really, I wouldn't say use it to cook anything.
No, definitely. It's probably got so much sugar in it would just crystallise anything.
Yeah, and it's probably not a sesh drink either. But 4 out of 6 categories is pretty good. And as for the overall numerical rating, I'd say I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's really nice. It's well into the tier of being very good.
Yes, I would agree. I might actually go a little higher even and say 8 out of 10.
That's
just because it reminds me of a sort of light, like wheat beer, like the left that I had just before this. But it's got a little bit of a sweetened aftertaste, which is always welcome.
Yeah. I guess I'll go a little bit higher. I guess I'll say something like a 7.75 out of 10. I think that's fair.
That's entirely fair, yes. I just don't like going down to decimal places, certainly not more than one.
It's not that big of a deal. It's my fucking show.
All right, gosh. Good grief, you sound like Bill O'Reilly.
Well, despite Phil's discrepancies about my show, I think this is a beer or an ale that most people can enjoy. Possibly not those with much of a sweet tooth, so those who are really into their dark ales and bitters and stouts, probably steer clear of this one. But generally I would say it's a buy, and I would recommend it to most people. Solid 8 out of 10 for the smell, 7.75 out of 10 for the taste. This is a solid novelty ale. Really well recommended.
Absolutely.
Definitely a buy. And I would actually go out of my way to get this again once in a while. This is actually pretty good.
No, definitely. So yeah, we, in a sort of dichotomy of either unsurprisingly bad or surprisingly good, we're coming down on the side of surprisingly good, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that, actually. I don't know how much a pint is here, but I think when we bought the half pints, it was $3.35 for a half pint of this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not the cheapest pint, but it is definitely worth trying.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually buy more than half a pint of this at a time, though, to be honest.
You don't want to sort of spoil the taste.
No, indeed.
No, and I mean, it's definitely not a palate cleanser, so it's got a very distinct taste, so feels probably right on that. But yeah, as always, if you liked this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for any future videos, leave them in the comment section below and I'll see what I can do. What else? If you're interested, check out my other social medias and YouTube channels in the video description below, as well as Phil's book review channel. As always, I hope everyone had a good time. Stay safe, drink responsibly, have fun, know your limits, and I'll see you guys next time at the bar on Ted's Booze Cellar. And, like at the beginning of the video, happy birthday to Molly.
Indeed, I concur. Have a good evening, everyone.
Ta-ta, and have a great weekend.